guys, this is Stephen Fillers back in the garage. Today we're looking at SCT's GTX Tuner, and this is a very easy and premium way to tune your vehicle in no time flat. Now, a few of the cool features baked into the tuner are that it has a capacitive touchscreen, and that means if you can use a smartphone, you can use this tuner very easily. Now, another cool thing is that the resolution on this thing is actually pretty impressive, and those gauges and settings, they actually come through very crisp and very clearly and are very easy on the eyes. And another thing is that this is a wireless connection to its mount. So once the mount is wired to your OBD2 port, this actually snaps in magnetically, and the power comes through that way as well. But one of the concerns that I had with that is if I had a pothole or if I'm on the trail in my truck, for instance, would this fall off the mount? And I really don't think that's going to happen. This is a very, very strong connection to that mount. Now, with all that covered, let's move on to the installation itself and talk about just how easy this is to use to tune your vehicle. All right, so here's the mount, and it is wired to our OBD2 port. Now, the way that this works is you basically just line it up roughly. It's actually going to do most of the work on its own. You line it up to the mount, and it'll snap in place, and then the screen will illuminate with the GTX logo, and that way you know that it's working. So, when you first connect your tuner to its base, and the base is connected to your OBD2 port, you're going to see a screen with all the different functions and options that this tuner is capable of doing. So, first thing I recommend doing is configuring your Wi-Fi settings so you have the latest up-to-date files on your tuner. After you've done that, we can jump straight into the tune, and it's going to say turn the key on, so we'll do that. And once that's done, we'll hit continue. And then we can check for updates if we want updates. We've already done that, so we'll skip this step. And it's going to say this is not legal for California. That's okay. We'll hit continue. And we can select between either preloaded tunes or custom tunes that have been made available to us through the cloud. So in our case, we'll select the preloaded tune here. Now we can either skip this step to take the tune from SCT outright, or we can customize the tune by clicking customize, and we can set all of these things as we want them. And our fuel is going to be a 93 octane. We have an air-raid MXP as far as the intake goes. No custom headers. We can adjust the speed limit if we want to do that, as well as the rev limits. But really everything else looks okay. So we'll hit continue. And what we could do, we could either confirm this and go ahead and flash our ECU, or we can just back out, which is what I'll do since we really don't want to go through that process right now. But to finish the process, just hit confirm and you're done. Now, back from the home screen to the right of tune, we have gauges. And gauges allow us to see anything we want to monitor directly on this screen, such as our voltage, coolant temperature, intake air temperature, all that good stuff is going to be here. And you can scroll through these to get the interface that you want. And if you want to adjust this layout, you can do that just by clicking the layout button here to give yourself more information or less depending on what you need. Now, to the right of that, we have functions, which is going to give us custom functions that are specific to this vehicle, such as a cam reset or a crank relearn. Now, we don't want to do either of those, so we can move on to diagnostics to see any diagnostic trouble codes and to clear any of those that appear. Then we can move on to information about the vehicle or the device itself to make sure our firmware is up to date and that our VIN matches what the system is reading. And then last but not least, we have our updates, so you can make sure that the device is fully up to date. Then, if you wanted to, you can go into your settings and customize a few of the things about the display, the general settings, set up your Wi-Fi, manage files, and more. All right, so on to the installation difficulty and the timeline. There really is no installation required here, so the scale is going to be a little bit different. It's really going to be how easy it is to tune your vehicle. So I'm going to give this a 2 of 10. If you can use a smartphone, you can use this tuner to tune your vehicle. It really is that easy. As far as the timeline goes, give yourself about 15 minutes and you can have a fully up-to-date device and a tuned vehicle. If you want any more details on the GTX tuner, check the description below this video. We'll have everything listed for you there, from a part number to a description, all the way to a dealer locator, so you can find this product at a dealer near you. Now, if you liked the video, please leave us a like or subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been Parts Pro in the Garage.